Chapter 18 of Bhagavad Gita. This chapter is the longest one and the most powerful, power packed chapter. This chapter begins with a question from Arjun. He asks Bhagwan, "You have asked me to renounce. What is renunciation and how can it be done? What do you mean by that? Would you kindly elaborate upon it?" Bhagwan said, "Yes. Look, renunciation means giving up. But let me warn you, you never give up charity. You never give up donation. Never give up your primary duties. And never give up sacrifices, yajna, and penance. दान तपस्या यज्ञ और कर्म, जरूरी कर्म कभी नहीं त्यागना चाहिए. Renunciation is of three types. If you renounce your desire, this is sattvic. If you renounce a part of your wealth to gain something, to confer some advantage to others for the purpose of gaining something, that comes under the mode of passion. But if you renounce a part of your body, your blood or head, just as Ravan did before Bhagwan Shiva, that is tamasi, mode of ignorance. So you have to distinguish between these three types of penances, renouncements. This is what you can renounce. You have to renounce your desire. This is sattvic. Okay, let us move on. When it comes to doing your karma, first and foremost is karma of your body that you must do. And if you are doing your karma to cleanse your body, your mind, to be useful to others, this is sattvic. If you are dressing up well to please somebody, to appease someone, to win their heart, this is rajasi. And if you are doing your karma to destroy somebody or wearing something to cause any harm or making a bomb or something like that to destroy others, this is tamasi. Again, in your way of doing things, you have to see that you are behaving equally to all. Suppose you are a doctor and you are moving around the ward. All kinds of patients are there, patients of all classes. Treat poor and the rich alike. Not that those who belong to high ups, you treat them especially and you spend a lot of time with them, and those who are poor, you just ignore them. This is not good. Treat them equally. That is your duty. Even if you are a teacher, you treat them equally, not that you lavish upon those who belong to the rich class and ignore those who belong to the poor class. No, that is not very good. And if you are doing your duty to really gain something, again something wrong, rajasi and tamasi, you are doing your duty to cause harm, This is tamasi. So while doing your duties, you have to make a distinction. Now, when you are doing your duty, you are doing your duty with your body, with your hands, with your senses, with your mind. But don't claim that I am the doer, I do everything. Well, your organs are doing, they also have the responsibility, they are also doing it. They are parts, important components of performance. So you have to remember all that. And even the happiness that you get out of any work by doing any work is of different kinds. For example, you are taking any medicine and it is bitter to begin with, but the end result is very good. This is fine. This cures you. But if you are taking a lot of sweet meats and enjoying it, but the end result is that you become a diabetic. You are drinking alcohol, enjoying life, but the end result is that you got a cirrhosis. But if you are enjoying something totally immersed in more, in love, or in greed, right from the beginning to end, this is tamasic. मोहग्रस्त हो गया, slave of your own desires. That is bad. Persons perform their duties according to the class they belong to. For example, Brahmins are supposed to teach, they are supposed to read the holy scriptures, explain to others, and offer them knowledge and so on. They impart knowledge, they act as teachers, preachers, priests. This is the job of Brahmins. But those who are Kshatriya, they have to be warriors, protectors, they have to rule, command, and so on. And Shudras have to do agricultural work, they have to rear cows and animals, do all kinds of work. And those that belong to the Vaishyas have to do all this, and Shudras have to serve people. So they all have prescribed duties, but whatever you do with sincerity, with a purpose, with some kind of attention, with some kind of devotion. And when you are doing your work, do it with a good heart. Suppose you are doing something, you have not done it perfectly, somebody else comes and helps you out, and he has done it better, although he belongs to a different profession, that is not good. If you are working according to your profession, and if you are not very perfect, it's okay. Keep on working, you will get the perfection. So, in this way, you can perform your all activities of life. You can get certain measure of success, but whatever you do with some sincerity, and whatever comes to your mind, in sincere ways you perform your puja and do service to God, and that is the best and that will be acceptable to me. So these are number of things that you have to follow in your life and see how karma can be done, how renunciation can be done, and how people are divided into doing different kinds of things. But whatever they do, they have to practice a certain amount of ethical norms, and they must carry on their life in this way. And if they follow my injunctions, read what I have said in Bhagavad Gita and follow it carefully, then they will all be very dear to me and I will bless them. Bhagwan said all these things to Arjuna, and hearing all this, Sanjay was enthralled, he was amazed, he was wonderstruck. My goodness, what is sermon! Fantastic. He said all this to Dhritarashtra, and he finally said, Yatra Yogeshwar Krishna, Yatra Partho Dhanurdhara, Tatra Sri Vijayo Bhutir Dhruva Nitir Mama. That is, wherever there is Yogeshwar Krishna, wherever there is an excellent archer like Arjun, victory is certain, Niti is certain, Dharma is certain, and also Ashwarya opulence is certain, and also the wealth is there, everything is there. And that marks the end of chapter 18 Bhagavad Gita. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.